Hey, everybody. Welcome so much to the womb room and our Thursday night prenatal yoga class. My name is Jess, and I'm a yoga therapist, and I specialize in working with people in all iterations of their pregnancy, postpartum, of having a better period, and all those things outside of that and in between, just reproductive wellness and yoga therapy. It's really fun. So I'm so glad y'all are here, whether you're watching on the live stream or you're watching at home, the recording later on down the road. I'm so glad that you're here. So for this class, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a blanket just in case you need it for under your knees or under your wrists, or if you want it after we're done class to get a little bit cozy for our final relaxation. You also are going to want 2 pillows. These pillows are to make it a little bit more comfortable when we lay down on our side on the floor and just give our bodies a little bit of cushion right now. All right, so we're going to get started laying on our left side. So go ahead and head to your mat or your practice space, whatever you're doing today. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I'm actually going to pull this down. No, it was better up. Sorry about that. It's a little bit tricky sometimes getting it at the right angle. That should be good. Nice. All right, so you're going to get into your practice space. Maybe you're on the floor, maybe you're on a rug. Wherever it is, make sure it's firm enough for you to do easy balancing postures with the support of the floor. If you do this on like a really cushiony surface, it can be a little bit harder to balance. Grab your 2 pillows. You're going to take one pillow under your head and another pillow between your inner legs. You'll lay down on your left side, taking a few breaths, getting settled, adjust yourself, adjust your clothes. And let this pillow that's between your legs come between your shins. And the reason for that is we want our ankles, our knees, and the hip joint to all be on the same plane. So if the pillow is between your knees, your ankle is going to be a little bit lower than your knee and your hip. So this will be a helpful tip if you have hip pain, especially when you're sleeping. Put a pillow between your shins. Might help things even out a little bit. So just take a few moments here to settle into your body, into being in this practice. Feel your breath move through your body. Maybe even you bring your hand to your baby and connect your breath to your baby. Taking a sigh. And really imagine that you're sharing your breath with your baby, because you are. But just sharing your breath with them, breathing all the way down into your low belly. Feeling all the places where your body is connected to the floor, your outer left leg, left hip, left waist, and rib cage, all along the outside of your left arm. When you're ready, you're going to reach your right arm in front of you and let it come up overhead and around behind you, making this big circle. It's okay if your chest shifts a little bit forward and back. Our goal here is just to open up the shoulder joint a little bit. You might feel a nice Big stretch across your chest muscles. You might notice a yawn start to sneak its way out of your body. When we get embodied like this and we feel good in the movement we're doing, our nervous system starts to down-regulate. This means that our nervous system starts to relax. And when our nervous system relaxes, an indication that we might see in our body that we're relaxing is a yawn, or I just made myself yawn by saying the word yawn. We also might have a sigh or a swallow, and those are also indications that our nervous system is relaxing. Go the other direction with your arm. Nice and languid, knowing that you have nowhere else to be and nothing else to do right now. Just letting yourself be fully immersed here. Just a couple more in this direction. Taking your time. And then as you circle your right hand back in front, migrate your right palm to your belly. Take a few breaths here. See if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes. One more big breath in, a breath out. And very gently, you're going to roll over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. If you want to stay facing the screen, you can adjust yourself accordingly, flip to the other side of your mat. Instead of flipping this way, you might flip this way like I did. So find what feels good for you. Take the pillow between your shins. Take a few moments here to breathe, bringing your left hand to your belly. Taking one more breath just here. A breath out. And when you're ready, your left arm is going to reach forward and you'll take those big circles. And I have a big wall behind me, so I'm not going as wide as I might normally if I had this space opened up behind me. But we just work with what we got. So if you're kind of cramped a little bit here, or you have pieces of furniture in your way, just make do with what you have. Or if you could move to another place that has more space, go ahead and do that. Whew. We're gonna have to start moving soon, get my nervous system a little upregulated. Just a couple more in this direction. Nice and wide, really allowing the full range of your shoulder joint to be utilized here. And then go the other direction. Big breaths. Just allowing your body to get kind of lost in the mythology, the method of this movement. Methodology, not mythology. Good. Just a couple more rounds here. Just getting lost in this movement, allowing it to just feel really good. Good. And then letting your left palm rest on your belly, connecting with baby for another moment. One more wide breath here. A big exhale. And as you're ready, you're going to shift the pillow out from between your legs. Push yourself up. And go ahead and sit on one of your pillows. Cross your ankles. Settling into your seat, give your shoulders a couple rolls, head and neck. Settling right back in the middle. Take your hands to your knees and you're going to start to make big circles here with your spine. Nice, wide spinal circles, rib cage circles. Just creating a lot of space here. To the other direction. Circles are a really lovely movement to take in pregnancy. They help loosen up the joints in a way that feels really fluid. There can be a lot of looseness and laxity in our joints during pregnancy, settling into the middle, but there can also be a sense of dryness there too. So it's nice to kind of lubricate them a little bit with circles. When you're ready, you're going to take your left hand down by your left side, press it into the floor. Right hand reaches by your right side. Breath in, big lift, big side body bend. Breathe wide into your rib cage, especially if you feel like you're having trouble breathing right now. Another big breath as you lift a little taller and wider. And then as you exhale, bend your elbow and imagine you're putting your elbow right into your right pocket. Breath in, reach up and over. And exhale, pull it in. Just a couple more like that. As you reach up and over, you're taking a wide stretch through your side body. And as you pull in, you're engaging the muscles under your armpit and in the space underneath your shoulder blade. Your lats are all engaging here. Yep. Good. Two more, big reach. And then pulling in. And then last one, big reach. Stay here up for the exhale. Breathe in, turn your chest up, reach your right arm behind you. And as you exhale, bow your belly and chest over your left thigh. Relax your head. Relax your face. One more breath. Let it go. As you're ready, breathe in, reach all the way up, lift your arms. Exhale, bend both elbows. Pull them into your waist. Connect right hand down, breath in, left arm reaches up and over, big side body bend. Exhale, bend the elbow, pull it in. Couple more like this. Really finding this stretch and then the contraction. Finding this really sweet cadence here. This pattern of movement. Good, one more. Exhale. This time, breath in, reach all the way up, but go ahead and pause. Take your exhale. And then breath in, turn your chest up, reach your left arm behind you, and then exhale, bow over your right thigh, let your head relax. Take a sigh. And as you're ready, straighten up, lift your arms, big breath. Big exhale, cactus your elbows, pull them into your waist. Two more like that, breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Last one. Keep your elbows in and press your hands back. Relax your shoulders a little bit away from your ears. Take one more breath. Let it go. Relax your shoulders, take a little roll, and we'll gently find our way to tabletop, hands and knees. So you're going to find your way there, move any pillows out of the way that you don't need. If you want to take a sip of water, go ahead and do that. If you need something under your knees so that you feel that there's a little cushion under your knees, go ahead and do that. I like to take my little fuzzy rug here underneath my knees. With your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, start to sway side to side. Nice big movements. Just letting it feel really good here. Big side body bends. Bringing breath into your side body as we start to lose space in our abdominal cavity to breathe. Because there's a whole other human living there, right? And then coming back to center, keep pressing down through your hands, press down through your knees, and start to notice how your spine gets really long. You're not kind of sinking in, but everything's pulling up. Keep pressing into your knees. Take a breath in, let your belly soften into the floor. Exhale, hug your belly button up. Breath in, let your belly button relax. Exhale, pull your belly button up. Breath in, let baby relax. Exhale, pull in. 2 more times. As you pull baby in, pull them up to your heart. And notice that little lift there. 1 more. Exhale, draw baby up to the ceiling and then towards your heart. Keep that engagement there. Tuck your left toes and slide your right foot back. Press your right foot into the floor. Keep hugging your baby up to your heart. Take a wide breath here and exhale. Strong belly, strong glute, lift your right leg up. Everything's parallel to the floor here. Take 1 more breath. Exhale. Start to hug your right knee in toward your right elbow. They don't have to touch. Breath in, reach back. Exhale, pull in. If it would feel better for your right knee to stay, your right foot to stay connected to the floor, you can slide and reach. You can keep your foot connected the whole time, or you can keep your foot stationary and just bend and straighten. So find what feels good. Maybe you lift, knee to elbow, and then reach. Or maybe you do the slide, or maybe you keep your right foot connected to the floor. Just a couple more here. And the next time your right foot reaches back, reconnect your toes down. We'll spiral open to a side plank. Right arm reaches up, right heel drops down. Breath in, right arm reaches up and over, big side body bend. Nice and long through your side body. 1 more breath. Let it go. And as you're ready, you're going to lift all the way up. Good. Right hand slides down your right thigh and leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Keep pressing down through your left knee here, getting really long through your left side body so you're not kind of dropping in, but everything's lifting up and pushing down. Take 1 more breath. Let it go. Super slow, you're going to windmill back down. Connect left foot, left hand to the ground. Maybe you start to lift your right leg. Just take 1 more breath here. And as you're ready, hand and knee connect back to the floor. Take a child's pose for a moment. Bring your toes towards each other. Stretch your arms forward. Relaxing your forehead down. 1 more breath. And a breath out. And slowly slink your way forward. Come back to your tabletop. We'll do the other side. Press your hands down. Breath in, widen your belly toward the floor. Exhale, hug baby up. Keep that strength. Slide your left toes back. Connect your left foot to the floor. Press down. Engage your left glute. Feel everything getting strong and more light, more buoyant. And when you're ready, you're going to lift your left leg. Bend your left knee to your left elbow and then kick it back. So doing this a few times. And again, you can keep your foot connected and slide. Or you can keep your toes connected and bend your knee. So find what works for you. And it doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. You can always do something a little different. The goal here is to test your balance, to challenge your abdominals to engage as you make this movement. And then also give your hip flexors a little stretch as you reach back and your glutes a little stretch when you reach your knee forward. Good. Last time, reaching your left leg back, reconnect your toes and slowly spiral open to your side plank. Left arm reaches high. Take a wide breath here, get really long. As you're ready, you'll slowly lift up, press down through your right knee, lift your right arm up and over, big side body bend here. Take a wide breath here. A breath out. Slowly coming back, windmill down. Come back to your side plank. Maybe you lift your left leg. 1 more breath. And then left hand, left knee, come all the way down. Come into your child's pose, knees wide, arms forward. Let your head rest on the floor. Turn your palms up and press your elbows down. You might feel a little width come across the tops of your shoulders. Take one more breath. Let it go. Return your palms to the floor. Gently shift up to a kneeling position. So if you want to come onto the balls of your feet, you can. You can also untuck your toes and let the tops of your feet come to the mat. You're going to lift up into a kneeling position. Knees a little wider, and you're going to squeeze your heels together. When you squeeze your heels together, you should feel your glutes engage a little bit and your belly, your baby, lift up a little bit. So find that gentle drawing in. Breath in, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw them in toward your waist. Breath in, reach up. Exhale, elbows in. This time, breath in, reach up. Exhale, elbows come in. And then we're going to shift this a little bit. Arms up, hips down. Hips up, elbows in. Find your pattern here. Really feeling the muscles underneath your shoulder blades active here. Wherever you are, especially when you lift, squeeze your heels together. Press your knees down. You should start to feel a lot of warmth coming through your body. Last one. Breath out. Pause here for a moment. Let your elbows really hug in and start to press your palms back. Keep squeezing your heels. Take another breath. And then slowly release down. Take a shoulder roll. And we'll make our way to our first downward facing dog. When you're ready, let your hands connect to the floor. Let your toes tuck. And glide your hips up and back. Feet are a little wider than you might normally keep them. Shoulders are relaxed, a little bend in your elbows. And maybe you start to bend one knee and then the other. Just shifting your weight from side to side. As you're ready, walk your hands and feet towards each other, taking a nice wide forward fold. Legs are about as wide as your mat. Maybe you start to lean side to side a little bit. And if you feel nauseous or dizzy or just uncomfortable being upside down, come up halfway. Give yourself a little bit more space. Good. Take one more breath. Let it go. As you're ready, you'll slowly come up to standing. Let your feet come wide, hands to hips, and big hip circles. Good. Other direction. And then as you're ready, you're going to step to the top of your mat. Let your feet come all the way to the front, nice and wide, so that you're really utilizing the wider hips that you have now that you're pregnant. Take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, elbows come in. We're going to be working with this a lot, okay? Breath in, reach up. Exhale, elbows come in. This time, breath in, arms reach up, hips come down. Exhale, standing, elbows in. Breath in. Exhale, elbows in. So I'm going to move back a little bit so that wall isn't in my way. Breathing in and exhaling. So that's what it's going to look like. Just a couple more. Really strong chair pose as you come down. Wide feet helps to balance you, create a little bit more structure. This time, breath in, reach. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Pause here for a moment. I'm going to scoot back up to the front. Press down through your right foot and start to lift your left heel. Take a breath. Let it go. When you're ready, lifting up, balancing on your one leg. Flex your left toes. Inner thighs draw together. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. Big exhale. As you're ready, slowly glide your left leg back, coming into a high lunge. Keep your left heel nice and buoyant. Bend forward in your right knee. Breath in, you're gonna reach your arms forward. Lean forward like you're in this long diagonal. As you exhale, arms come down and back. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, arms reach. Exhale, arms come down, bend in your left knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pulling in. So nice and slow here, moving at the cadence of your breath, letting this be an embodied practice. One more. Exhale, straighten both legs, reach your arms, and exhale, open to your warrior two. Adjust yourself. Bend your right knee forward, press your left foot down. So it's not just that you're sinking nice and low, but you're actively pushing down, creating all this strength in your legs. So our legs are really valuable when we're in birth, right? We use so much power from our legs to help push, to help get in a good position, to help baby get in a good position, to help feel really good in labor. So keep that effort pushing down. You're so strong. Arms are reaching long. Maybe you get a little more forward in your right knee. A breath in. Big exhale. Breath in, straighten your right leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Keep your right leg straight. Bend into a hovering triangle. And then breathe in, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. We'll find this little rhythm. Breath in, revolve. Exhale, triangle. Just hover. Inhale, revolve. Exhale, warrior two. Nice and slow. Closing your eyes if you're comfortable with that, if you feel balanced. Our goal here in creating these little mini repetitive sequences, they're like kriyas in Kundalini. So we're trying to develop a sense of mindfulness in the body. Mindfulness can be easily accessed when we repeat the same thing over and over. And we can allow our body to get really present in where it is right now. So try to allow that state to come over you. Just a couple more. Feel your breath really leading your movement. Last one. Pause in your warrior two. Relax your shoulders and bring your hands to your low belly. Thumbs to touch, first fingers to touch, making this little triangle. Breathe to your baby. One more. Open mouth, exhale. Start to straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes to be parallel to your left. Take a little circle with your hips. Excuse me. Go the other direction. And as you're ready, you're going to fall all the way forward into a nice wide-legged forward fold. Take a little shimmy in your hips. Wide breath in and a wide exhale. Good. And start to allow your chest to lower a tiny bit more. Relax your elbows if you can. One more breath. Big exhale. And come up onto your fingertips. Your feet are nice and wide and your toes are facing forward. You're going to start to lift your arms so that your chest is parallel to the floor, hovering. You're like a little airplane. Bend into your left knee so your butt goes back and your knee is as much over your ankle as you can. Breath into the middle. Exhale right. Into middle. Exhale left. I'll show you what it's like from the side. Take a breath in. Exhale one side. Inhale middle. Exhale other side. Finding your rhythm. See how my bottom reaches back. It's not forward. Good. One more to each side. The next time you bend into your right knee, go ahead and stay there. Let your hands come down just in front of your right foot and start to bend a little bit more. Stay where it feels good. You don't have to come all the way down, but if you can and you want to, come all the way down. Let your left toes lift. You can lift your right heel if you want. You can even try to balance. It's up to you. You can also keep your hands grounded. Keep pressing your right knee away from the middle. Take one more breath. Big exhale. You'll start to shift everything to point back to the front of your mat. Left knee connects to the floor. Right toes and knee point forward. And you're in a little lunge. When you're ready, you're going to breathe in. Let your hips come down, your chest forward. Exhale, hips come back. Straighten your right leg. Breath in forward. Exhale back. One more. Exhale. Pausing here for a moment, taking a nice long stretch in the back of your right leg. One more inhale. Big sigh. Bend back into your right knee. Press down into both of your hands. You'll start to slide your right foot back and spiral open to your side plank. We've been here before. Take a pause. Big breath. Feel the steadiness of your left arm and your left leg onto the earth. As you're ready, breathe in, take a nice wide side body bend. One more breath. Exhale, you'll slowly lift all the way up. Slide your right hand down your right leg, left arm up and over. Super slow, we'll windmill back down. Hands connect, knees connect. Find a child's pose, knees wide. Arms reach forward. Taking 2 more breaths here. Feeling yourself connect to the floor. When you're ready, ground through your hands, tuck your toes, and let your hips glide up and back. Take a nice little shift here. Walking hands and feet towards each other, finding your forward fold. Slowly, slowly, coming all the way up. Adjust yourself. If you need a sip of water, I know I do, go ahead and grab it. And find your way back to the top of your mat. I switch sides so that I can face you when we open up to our warriors. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhaling, elbows pull in. One more like that. You know where we're going. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, pulling in. 2 more. Last one. Exhale. This time, breathe in, find your chair. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Press down through your left foot and lift your right heel. Grounding into your left foot, you'll lift up, balancing. Just holding this balance for a moment. Keep pressing down through your left foot, feeling your left arch lift up. So just because your left foot is down doesn't mean there can't be a little bit of dynamic action happening there. As you're ready, slowly, right foot steps back. Nice and long here. Reach your arms forward, breath in. Exhale, arms sweep down and back. Breath in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Couple more. Exhale. Let this feel really strong, steady. This time, everything lengthens and lifts. And exhale, open, finding your warrior 2. Pressing down through your right foot, bending forward into your left knee. Everything is grounded, steady. Everything is emanating from the strength here in your middle, in your womb space. Settling into this stillness here, you can always soften your elbows to relax your shoulders a bit. Big sigh. As you're ready, breathing in, big lift, reaching back. Keep your left leg straight, hover your triangle. Breath in, revolve. Exhale, warrior two. Find the strength of your feet here. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale, warrior two. Find your rhythm, going at the cadence of your breath, at the pace of your breath. Oops. If you get a little lost along the way, don't worry, I just did too. So you're breathing and revolving your triangle, exhaling, hovering triangle, inhale, revolving triangle, exhale, warrior two. Finding this little meditative moment. One more. Bring your hands to your belly. Connect your palms to baby. Fingers and thumbs touch, making a little triangle. And hold it at your belly button or below. So it's not up here. It's really where your uterus is. Keep bending into your left knee. Take one more breath. Big sigh. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes in, and find yourself down to a really luxurious forward fold. Shake out your hips. Let your belly find softness. And as you're ready, press down through your feet, lift up halfway, arms reach side to side. If you want, you can find a cactus arm, which is a little harder in some ways. See what feels good for you, straight or bent. Bend your right knee, straighten. Other side. And just kind of going side to side. If having your arms out really doesn't feel good, you can bring your hands to heart. That's where I'm going to stay today. My son is 16 months almost. He's very heavy. I spent a lot of time carrying him the past few days when he was under the weather. So my shoulders and biceps are a little tired. So I'm going to stay here. Good. One more each side. And the next time you bend into your left knee, go ahead and stay there. Connect your hands to the floor. And as you're ready, you're going to slowly lower your hips until you reach the point where you can't lower anymore or you don't want to. Maybe your right toes turn up, left knee keeps pressing out. Maybe you balance, arms off the floor. Maybe you stay connected. Couple breaths here, just finding what feels good for you. One more breath. As you're ready, you'll turn everything to face back to the front of your mat. Right knee comes down, bending into your left knee. Breath in, hips come down and forward. Exhale, coming back. Couple like this. Finding the rhythm of your breath and following it. Good. And the next time you bend or you come back, go ahead and pause, take a nice stretch in the back of your left leg. Take one more breath here. Big exhale. As you're ready, bend back into your left knee. Slowly glide your left foot back, opening up to your side plank. Finding your strength and stability here. Take a breath. Exhale. And slowly lift all the way up. Finding your gate latch pose, left arm down, right arm up. And as you're ready, windmilling down. Both hands connect. Coming down into a child's pose. Maybe you take your pillows and give yourself a little cushion to lay on. Staying here for about 5 breaths. Let your knees really widen. And your breath, let it gather in your back. So when you breathe in, your back body rises. And when you exhale, your back body drops into gravity. One more breath here. Let it go. As you're ready, walking your hands back, lifting your torso. Gently shifting yourself to sitting on your pillow, ankles crossed for just a moment. Adjust yourself. Take a sip of water. We'll do a couple stretches. Go ahead and reach your left leg out to the side, right foot toward your groin. Take a breath in and exhale, bend forward on the inside of your left leg. Maybe your elbows connect to the floor or a pillow. Relax your shoulders. One more breath. As you're ready, slowly lifting up. Take a big breath in, lift your arms, scoop your hands behind the back of your head. Open throat, open heart. And gentle release, switching sides. Right leg extends, left leg pulls in. Nice and tall on your inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Let your head relax, your shoulders. Couple more breaths here. As you're ready, you're slowly going to lift. Give your shoulders a roll, head and neck. Good. You're going to find your way to a really comfortable position. We're going to do a meditation. I'm going to adjust a couple of things. I'm going to pull my computer down so I can see you all a little bit closer. So you might want to lay down. You might want to lay on your left side. You might want to find a comfortable position to place your body. Maybe you want to lean over several pillows, giving yourself a semi-reclined position. Wherever you are, I just want you to be really comfortable. Have everything you need with you. Grab pillows, blankets, whatever you need to be comfortable. Start to let your last fidgets out. Your sighs, your wiggles, your coughs. Your yawns. Begin to check in with your body. Just kind of noticing your internal terrain, your internal landscape. What places in your body feel broad, narrow, smooth or rough, spacious or condensed? What places in your body feel like they're holding? What places feel like they've let go? Is there a place that feels sharp or dull? Are there places that feel tingly or bright? Just starting to meander through your felt sense, exploring your sensations, what you're feeling. And if you notice places that feel like they're holding on or holding too tightly or tense, make a little mental note that there's something wanting to be let go of here. And as you finish up, start to notice all the places in your body that are holding on to something or holding a little bit too tight. Sometimes when our body feels unstable or there's a lot of change and we feel a lack of control or a lack of certainty, we may start to try to create stability and certainty in our bodies by holding onto the muscles in some way, by clenching our jaw or drawing our shoulders up or clenching our belly. So notice where this might live for you. Taking a few more wide breaths here. And I invite you to imagine in front of you, to visualize in front of you, a suit of armor made just for you. It's exactly the right fit with a little bump over where your belly is. It's just the right color. It even is decorated in the way that you would want it decorated. Maybe jewels or flowers. It's made exactly for you and sized perfectly to your body right now. As you observe this suit of armor, you notice that there's a little window on the breastplate right in the center. It's like one-sided glass where you can't quite see in, but you can tell that from the inside out, you can see outward, like a one-way window. And so you decide to start putting on your suit of armor, starting with the feet, placing your foot coverings over your feet, snapping them into place, connecting them. And then your shin pads or your shin guards, strapping them to your shins, tightening them just the right amount. And noticing how they come up and over your knees, protecting your kneecaps. And then you'll find the thigh armor. Go ahead and snap that onto place. Noticing if there's any reverberating sensation that comes through your body when you snap on this suit of armor. Next is your torso, putting on the breastplate with the little window, the pad, the plate over your belly and down your back. Everything's snapping right into place, protecting your body from the outside, giving you this structure and stability to soften a tiny bit more, knowing that you are safe. And then finding the armor for your arms, upper arms, forearms, snapping into place, slipping on, and then finding your gloves. How are your hands shielded? How are they armored up? Putting them on each finger. And then when you're ready, taking your beautiful helmet, placing it on your head, snapping it into place, noticing how it covers your forehead, the bridge of your nose, your cheekbones, your jaw. Your whole suit of armor built just for you, holding you steady, protecting you, giving yourself that foundation that you can lean into, allowing some of that tension to release from your jaw, your eyes, your shoulders, or wherever else you may have been holding it. Taking a few more breaths here. When you're ready, starting to widen your breath. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, ankles and wrists. Taking any stretches or movements you'd like to take. When you're ready, gently making your way up to an easy seat. Letting yourself sit comfortably. Taking your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. And bow your head to both of them. I'm going to read a poem by David White. It's called The Bell and the Blackbird. The sound of a bell still reverberating, or a blackbird calling from a corner of the field, asking you to wake into this life, or inviting you deeper into the one that waits. Either way takes courage. Either way wants you to be nothing but that self that is no self at all. Wants you to walk to the place where you find you already know how to give away every last thing. The approach that is also the meeting itself without any meeting at all. The radiance you have always carried with you as you walk both alone and completely accompanied in friendship by every other corner of the world, crying, Alleluia. Take a breath into the center of you. Give it back. Thank you all so much for practicing with me this evening. I hope you're feeling good, connected. I'll see you next time.